Hi. So, welcome back. I'm going on a quick little walk. Little one has passed out sleeping. So, come and walk around the yard with me for a little bit. Let's see what is outside. I should put on some slippers. Okay. What should we talk about today? Ooh, it is so bright. When you come outside, I have lots of flowers. Well, my hearts are pretty much gone, my bleeding hearts. I have a bunch of daylilies over there, and a lot of them coming up over here. So this is the front yard right now. And it's bright. Oh, jeez. Okay, so today, what should we talk about? Being outside in nature. It is always good to get a little bit of sun. I usually go out in the mornings to get a nice walk in and hang out with the trees, get my feet in the ground, into the soil. You can see my willow. It is growing. It lost a couple of branches over winter that I still got to pull down, but it's thriving right now. So I like to walk outside here. This is the front yard. And just take a look at the trees and contemplate my life. They make it sound so drastic. It's not. It is actually a great life. Looks like they're doing some work on the roads. But, yeah. Oh, okay, we're at the front gate. I will show you my daylilies. They bloom so much now. Look at that. Just wow. Look at them. And then on the other side of the driveway, there's a whole bunch more. Yeah, so I like to contemplate my life and, just what's important in it, what isn't, how can I make it better, set goals and trajectories for the year. Usually I will do 5 goals for the year, and I keep them fairly simple. Usually they're just small goals that need to be completed towards a bigger goal. So that could be, for example, I have one goal, which is to finish my bathroom upstairs, and that's for the year. And another one is for my daily post, to get those done and just to be comfortable putting videos up. For my next goal, it's to post on Wednesdays on YouTube here. And my 4th goal is to go out in the garden and just to make sure things are growing and, learn something new about the land. And my 5th goal usually is just to relax. I put it as a goal because sometimes I forget to just sit and do nothing and relax and enjoy my life. Working hard is great, but it's important to still be able to do that. So I set it as a goal. And then all of those goals kind of culminate into my 1-year goal, my 5-year goal, and my 10-year goal, right? My 1-year goal is to make sure that I have a fulfilled year, to get those things done that I need to get done, but still keep in mind the importance of, living life. Tree growing in the back here. I don't know who planted it, but it is thriving in this corner. Yeah, it's very nice. There's nothing else around it. It's just fence. But it's just the one maple. Anyway, the 5-year goal is to renovate most of the inside of the house and get it to the point where 90% of it is completed. That's the main floors. That's like the main floor I'm on, that we have like the kitchen, living, dining, that sort of thing. And the second floor that has like the bedrooms and extra bathrooms and stuff like that. And eventually like the basement and the outer exterior of the property, like getting it painted and landscaping and that sort of thing. That's 5-year goal, is to get some semblance of that done. So within the 1-year goal, I do little bits that leads me to that 5-year plan. And if I finish it early, then that's great. If I don't, that is also great. We're at my little bed at the back. It has been taken over by weeds because I haven't been out here for a couple of days. Well, actually, for probably about a week and a half, because we've been so busy with my little girl's christening and family coming to visit and having events, a couple of baby showers and stuff like that. So it's been left to just get wild. But I'm also totally okay with it because I kind of like how organic it looks. But like, just look at the asparagus. It's totally gone to seed, but it's amazing. It looks great. And the oreganos are doing fantastic. Yes, and then my 10-year goal is to build another structure on the property, because again, I have land. So I would like to build a 2-story garage that has an apartment above it and 3-car garage on the bottom, with a gym and a sauna and some other things on the bottom half, because my husband's really into that kind of thing. And well, when you're designing, you're not just designing for yourself. So I've already sketched out kind of what I want that to look like, and I'm coming up with different ideas for it. But I get all of that creative juice for those longer projects, or those projects that will take a longer time, by working on stuff in the house now, things that I can get to now. Obviously, even though I'm off of work currently, it's still not in the budget to be able to build a 2-story garage, but it is part of the plan, and I want to see what that looks like by sort of emphasizing on those bigger projects even now, before it gets to the point where I'm like, oh, I'm ready to do it, but I have no idea what I want to do. You never want to just jump into doing something, because then you end up just making a mess of it and you end up wasting money on those things. So yeah, that is the next, I guess, big project, is the garage and the basement. And then it's the yard. I have a whole other idea for that. I would love to put a greenhouse back here. Oh, it's a spider! It's a spider! Okay, I would love to put a greenhouse back here to grow plants in, and tropical fruit trees and things like that. But I don't want to go too crazy. I would love to just do things that isn't going to be too tedious for me to do in the beginning, but eventually it will become something that I focus on a lot more. But right now I'm just learning, cultivating my knowledge on how to grow things properly in this Canadian climate, and how I can do that sustainably, and just to see what that looks like, you know, because you never know how something is going to turn out. So that's why we plan, that's why we have goals, that's why we set. These trucks are so loud. That's why we set goals for ourselves, so we can meet those things. And once we met them, we, continue to grow on them, or we figure out what's not serving us and we leave those by the wayside. And whatever we decide to keep, or what we've learned from any mistakes that we've made from, the 1-year goal or the 5-year goal, then you're not dragging that out for a 10-year period and then realizing, oh, this is not actually serving a purpose right now. So this is, what do I say? I am currently at the end of my last 5-year goal, which was to buy ourselves property, which we accomplished, renovate that property to be livable for us, which we've accomplished, and to live comfortably within that and figure out what our next steps will be for the next 5 years. And so we're in the process of accomplishing that. So by the end of this year, we'll know what steps we need to take for the next 5 years, and then we'll start anew again with that 1-year goal. So I hope that makes sense. I feel like I've been rambling and that half of it doesn't make sense, but it does to me. Oh, there's some more oregano. These are the ones that I was growing to see if they would grow tall if I didn't just leave them as ground oregano. So these are like ground oregano where they're just low piles. And then these ones are super tall and they're just continuing to grow up. So the experiment worked. And this is how you know when something is going to do well or not. It's just by letting it go, letting it blossom to see. This is another maple tree. There's lots of trees on this property. So we've let it grow. It's done very well. I'm just gonna let it do its thing over summer, and we'll come back and check it out again and see, how well it's gone, or not gone, how well it's going. Yes, that's it. Anyway, I'm walking up to the front now. Oh, I'll show you this. This is where my peonies were. It's so sad how quickly peonies die, but they have gone on. That is a pile of rubble that needs to get brought to the skip, to the dump. It was left out over winter last year, and I have to deal with it, but I've been procrastinating, but I will deal with it before summer's over. It's just not a priority for me right now. Goodbye, peonies. We loved you, but I still have some of those. I have dried a whole bunch of them out that I'm going to make potpourri, and that is a video I definitely need to do, show you how I do that. So I still have the scent of peonies, but just from the perspective of not fresh flowers, but dried flowers in cute little bags. All right, that's it for my walk today. I'm back at the front of the house. I will see you next time. Peace out. Enjoy your day. Smell some flowers and enjoy the blooms. Bye.